this company, Boardy became pretty much the most spoken company on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and you probably never heard about them. They're probably the beast. Best company that's combining a mascot with AI. So today I'm going to walk you through their funnel, their process. And we also build them a full Instagram flow that I'll go through that will basically share with you guys how you can turn just Instagram. I'm not even talking about TikTok Meta, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Just link it in. I'll show you on Instagram how you can build a $10 million channel with a mascot. So let's start with Boardy. Who is Boardy? So this is the company. I even did a bit of a deep research to go through them. But those guys, I mean, they're doing around 4 million ARR. They just launched. They raised $8 million. Their mascot raised $8 million. They're really good on Twitter and LinkedIn. As you can see, Twitter, they got, pretty cool following. They're sharing their decks. They're sharing tons of posts every day. Same with LinkedIn. They got lots of followers, 75,000 followers. Lots of posts. Their Boardy mascot is also commenting directly on other people's posts. Like basically as a character, as an employee. They got tons of videos. But I feel like the mascot can do such a better job. They're posting a lot of ads on LinkedIn. As you can see, those are their paid ads. So this is what it looks like every time. The mascot is basically the center of their company. But they're not using them enough and body. They used to have ads on Meta, but nothing is live right now. So those are the ads T. Hey, used to run, what if networking was automated again? The mascot is very involved, but you don't really see him too much. Like even those UGC type interview ads. They're not really, they obviously didn't work as much as their LinkedIn. And I think the reason is because they just didn't know how to use LinkedIn. Sorry. Instagram the right way. And today I'm going to share with you how we built them. Basically a 10 million AR plan just for Instagram and how it's going to look like. So it's going to go through everything. We're going to go through the profile, the feed, the stories, the reels, the videos. Like, as you can see, we created some videos for them. So we're going to go through them today as well. He'll be able to do comments at scale. He'll be able to answer DMS. So let me walk you through what it looks like and how I believe that Boardy could basically build a $10 million ARR plan on Instagram alone, selling at 10,000. They sell at 10,000 a month package right now, helping the founders raise capital. So this is what I think they should do first. I think they need to optimize their Instagram profile. So this is an example of what we did. And again, this is just an example. We have the full framework. So I think they need a good profile picture. They need to have a reason of why people need to follow them. They need a success criteria, a better bio. And this is just kind of like what we built for them that I think they could use and do much better job. And yeah, you can go through this later. But this is the profile after the profile. I believe the feed should have 9 posts that represent Boardy's personality and not pitching too much together. This is just an example of what it should look like. So it should have identity problem, how it works, credibility, type of outcomes, personality, emotion, those type of thoughts, right? And we want to create posts that we want to consume. As the ideal customer, we suggest at least 4 or 5 posts a week, 3, 4 stories a day, or at least per week, right? So this is what the stories would look like. Let me walk you through that as well. So stories, they need to upload stories that are exciting. You see that are exciting, that have a hook, that have some problem, that have some desire. This is what it can look like daily. And here's the full ecosystem of what the story process can look like, right, on how to stay top of mind. Build authority, converting. One of the biggest mistakes people do on Instagram is they're not creating stories to help with conversion. So they just get stuck with, just nice amount of followers, but not really anything that helps with conversion. If they're gonna bring their mascot to life, their mascot could create content. Their mascot could comment. Their mascot could make conversations in the DM. Their mascot could advertise. So let me show you some of our real processes. This is what it can look like. And you could probably go through it in the recording. I don't want to bore you right now, and if you need that DOC, let me know in the comments below. Like put your email or just message us. hello@mascot.ai, and we will send it to you. So yeah, we've done some market research. We created a content thesis. We need a great first MVP, which means it's like MVP for videos. We need to obviously test things through consistency. And then we want to review and decide and constantly iterating and scaling what's working. And we have core principles. We work with the values that we want to work for the mascot. You're going to have a whole personality, basically like a video game character. And we have editing philosophy as well, like visual changes on screen crews, simple visuals, etc. Etc. We want to post at least 4. 5 reels a week, 3. 4 stories a day or per week at least, and we want to upload at scale. So this is what the reels can look like. Let me share with you some examples of videos. All right, so videos that are top of funnel are leading people to DM. So we can start conversations, and then we're going to have appointment settings. So as you can see, this is what an appointment setting flow can look like, right? We're going to send all the followers a message. Hey, we appreciate the follow. I'm building a B2B sauce. This is the reply. Then he's asking, okay, cool. What kind of sauce you're basically working on? So we filter them, we qualify them. Are you looking more for potential partners, customers, or people who scale something similar? Again, we look for their desire, and then any industry that helps. Terra, we got the lead, boom. Let's make the introduction, and we have exactly the flow, the script. And again, it's all AI, all automated for the mascot to go out there, do the work, post videos, and create the conversions. So this is what it looks like for setting more appointments. So the idea is that we'll create videos on a daily basis. We're going to boost some of them with advertising. Then as soon as we're going to create those videos, a lot of people will comment some keyword below, which will then allow the mascot to reach out to them via DM, set a conversation, qualify the lead, and then either set an appointment or even a Zoom call. So this is what a Zoom call could look like, right? This is a Zoom call of Boardy talking to Drazen. Kalikani is the first investor, one of the first investors in Uber. All right, so it's basically connecting investors to founders. So here you can talk on Zoom with Jason. We also have a sales script that you can follow again. It's AI, so you're going to use a script, but you can also make adjustments and iterations over time to be better. Right? So just the usual like report where they at, what they actually want, why it matters current. Let them see the problem cost of doing nothing. Reframe networking future without. There's a full ecosystem and a flow for a body to follow on calls, on sales calls. And then we created also a full brand guidelines for a body to follow. Right. So it's almost like, imagine it as we have the business overview, the audience, the market competition, the marketing and funnel flow, the goals and KPIs. We're going to have case studies. Right. We also have the voice and tone. So this is what it looks like, right? You have a court rates, archetypes, tone guidelines, tone to do stones, what not to do, the writing principles, the examples. All of these are going to be represented in the videos as well. Catchphrases, risk, and red flags. And all of these can be adjusted over time based on our best content. Scale thin, GS. So yeah, this is basically the flow for what all, let me show you another video, but this is the flow of what all the best influencers are doing. In Instagram, we're aligned board to become an influencer, a brand ambassador to represent body, like a regular person in here. By the way, those are some of the comments that he can comment on. Other people's posts. And to create even a more demand doing outreach. So it's combining everything. It's combining content outreach ads, commenting, DM conversations, sales calls, all of this automatically, autonomously, allowing a character to represent the business values and vision and not just be famous online, but to also represent everyone when it comes to sales calls, when it comes to doing internal work and external work, getting more business. So yeah, I think that's it. Let's watch another video of what like a bottom of funnel type video can look like. See, so this is like a pure bottom of funnel video that, again, we combine organic with ads to make sure that people are getting to know our brand organically first, so we can really scale organically. Like, we can get to a point where Boardy is having thousands of videos every day across multiple sub accounts, where each sub account represent like a sector. So let's say there's a trend around, I don't know, something famous like the Eurovision is next month. So we can do a pure sub account, Boardy talking to Eurovision, singers and that alone, because it's viral, because it's relevant. We can get that account to thousands of videos every day or every month to bring top of funnel audience that we can then retarget towards bottom of funnel conversions, and allowing Boardy to do the full work. So yeah, if you are watching this and you're from Boardy Claim the Mascot, if you're from another company, feel free to fill this and book a call. Like, we can help you turn your ad spend into organic first approach and most likely reduce your CPM. For sure, guarantee amount of views, but we could probably guarantee a lower CPM if you can show us historical data on your paid ads performance. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you like those type of videos, if there are other mascots or companies you want us to create a plan for. If you have a company, feel free to send us your company. We might create a dashboard for you as well and a full strategic plan. Either way, I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, if you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.